Hello students, today we are going to start exercise 7.2. Okay, before starting this exercise, I am to tell you about section formula and midpoint formula. Now, if 2 points are given, suppose these 2 points are given, A and B. Coordinates of A is x1, y1 and the coordinates of B is x2, y2. Okay, now this point C is going to divide given 2 points in different ratio. I said different ratio means m1 ratio m2 or 1:2 or 2:1. When the ratio are different, then we are going to use section formula. So this formula is known as section formula. Means this point is going to divide given line segment in two sections. Okay, sections are different. 1:2, 2:1 or 2:3, 3:2, 5:4. When the ratio are different, we are going to use this formula, section formula. In section formula, we are going to find the coordinates of x and y. Coordinates of C. Coordinates of C, which is x and y. So finding the value of x, formula is m1 x2. m1 x2 plus m2 x1. m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2. To find the value of y, formula become m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. So this formula is known as section formula. Okay, when any point going to divide given line segment into different ratio, then we use this formula. But if given given line segments and the coordinates of A is x1, y1 and the coordinates of B is x2, y2. When this line segment is divided by C in the same ratio, when this line segment AB is going to divide it by C in the same ratio means m1 ratio m1 or m2 ratio m2 or 1:1 or 2:2 or 2:2 or 3:3, then this point is known as midpoint of the line segment. Then we use midpoint formula. So this formula is known as midpoint formula. In midpoint formula, we are going to again find the coordinates of C. Suppose C is midpoint of this line segment AB. So coordinates of C become x equal to, formula become x1 plus x2 upon 2 and y become y1 plus y2 upon 2. This formula is known as midpoint formula. Okay, when any point going to divide a line segment in the same ratio means 1:1, 2:1, both the parts are same, then C become midpoint of the given line segment. According to midpoint formula, coordinates of C become x equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, y equal to y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay, but in section formula, when it is going to divide in two different parts means 1:2 or 2:1 or 2:3, then we are going to use section formula. In section formula, how we find the value of x? And in the value of x, formula is m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2. For y, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon y1 plus y2. I hope it is clear. Okay. Now I want to start question number 1. See what is given in this question. Find the coordinates. In this question, we are going to find the coordinates of the point which divides the joining of these 2 points. Means 2 points are given, -1, and 4, -3. These 2 points are given. Suppose this is the coordinates of A and this is the coordinates of B. Now when we are going to join these 2 points, see, find the coordinates of the point. It means we are going to find the coordinates of a point which divides the joining of these 2 points. It means one point is going to divide these 2 points in the ratio 2:3. Ratio is given. This C point is going to divide this line segment AB in the ratio 2:3. Since the ratio are different, so I am going to use which formula? Section formula. Okay, when ratio are different, we are going to use section formula. Now first explain. Let C divides AB in the ratio 2:3. since C divides AB in the ratio 2:3, therefore coordinates of C by section formula. Okay, therefore coordinates of C by section formula. And you know what is section formula? X equal to M1 X2 M2 X1 upon M1 plus M2. And for Y, formula become M1 Y2 plus M2 Y1 upon M1 plus M2. Now, see, coordinates of A is known as X1 Y1. Okay, and the coordinates of B is known as X2 Y2. And this ratio is known as M1 ratio M2 according to formula. Now, formula says M1 X2. So this is your M1 and this is your X2. So 2 into 4 become 8. Is it clear? 2 into 4 equal to 8. After that plus sign is there, right? Plus sign. M2 X1. Now this is your M2 and this is your X1. 3 into minus 1 become minus 3. So write here minus 3 upon M1 plus M2. This is your M1, this is your M2. So M1 plus M2 become 5. 8 minus 3 is also 5. 5 is cancelled with 5. So value of X become 1. Okay. Now I want to check the value of Y. So write here Y. M1 Y2. This is your M1 and this is your Y2. 2 into minus 3 become minus 6. After that positive sign is there. M2 Y1. This is your M2 and this is your Y1. 3 7s are 21. Right here 21. After that M1 plus M2. So this is your M1 and M2. Right here 2 plus 3. Now see 21 minus 6 become 15. 15 by 5 3. So value of Y become 3. So the coordinates of C point become 1 and 3. In this question we are going to find the coordinates of which going to divide this line segment. So C is going to divide. So the coordinates of C become 1 and 3. I hope it is clear now. Now I want to solve question number 2 of exercise 7.2. See what is given. Find the coordinates of the points. Again we are going to find the coordinates of the points. Now it's points written, not only points. It means more than one point is there. Of trisection. What is the meaning of trisection? Tri means 3. Section means parts. We are going to divide the given line segment in 3 equal parts. Okay. Of the line segment, this one line segment is given 4 minus 1 and minus 2 minus 3. Suppose this is your A and this is your B. Now this is your line segment. Now this line segment is divided by points in trisection. See what is given. Find the coordinates of the points. We are going to find the coordinates of those points which are going to trisect the given line segment. Okay? It means I am going to find the coordinates of those points which are going to make 3 equal parts of this line segment. Suppose this C and D are going to make this line segment in 3 equal parts. Suppose this is your 1 ratio, this is your 1 ratio and this is your 1. This is first part, this is your second part, this is your third part. So C and D are going to divide given line segment AB in 3 equal parts. Okay. Now in this question we are going to find the coordinates of C and D. This is our question. So first explain, let C and D divides AB in 3 equal parts. Now these parts are equal. Okay. Now in this question we are going to find the coordinates of C and D. Now C, I want to find the coordinates of C. Now this point C is going to divide AB. In which ratio? See, in the left, what ratio is written? 1 ratio. In the right, up to C to B, how many parts are there? 2 parts are there. It means this C point is going to divide the line segment in this ratio, 1 ratio 2. Okay? Since the ratio are different, so I want to use which formula? Section formula. If you know, when the ratio are different, we are going to section formula. Okay? Now I write here, let C divides AB in the ratio 1 ratio 2. See, 1 and in the right side 2. So this become 1:2. Therefore, coordinates of C, by which formula? Since the ratio are different, so I want to use section formula. So write here section formula. Okay. Now what is section formula? M1 x2, M2 x1 upon M1 plus M. And for Y, formula become M1 y2 plus M2 y1 upon M1 plus M. Okay. Now this is your M1 and this is your M2, and this become x1 x2, x1 y1 and x2 y2. Okay. Coordinates of A is known as x1 y1, coordinates of B become x2 y2, this become M1 M2. Now formula says M1 x2, so this is your M1 and this is your x2. So 1 into minus 2 become minus 2. After that 2 into 4 become 8 upon 1 plus 2. So this become 8 minus 2 6, this become 3, 3 2s are 6. So coordinates of x become 2. So first coordinates of C is 2. Okay. Now I'm going to check the value of y. M1 y2, this is your M1 and this is your y2. So 1 into minus 3, minus 3. After that 2 into minus 1, minus 2 upon M1 plus M2 is 1 plus 2. So this become minus 5 by 3. So coordinates of y become minus 5 by 3. Okay. C coordinates are on the board. Now we want to check the coordinates of D. Now see, when I am going to find the coordinates of D, now the coordinates of C are available and coordinates of B is also available. Now see, I want to find the coordinates of D. In the left of C, how many parts are there? 1 part. In the right of D, how many parts are there? 1 part. So this ratio is become 1:1. And you know that when the ratio are same, then we use midpoint formula. Okay, I am going to find the coordinates of D by using midpoint formula now. Okay, you can also find its coordinates by using section formula. If you are take this D point is going to divide AB. If you write this D point going to divide AB, in which ratio? In the left, how many parts are there? 2 parts are there. 1 plus 1, 2. And in the right, how many parts are there? 1. So this become 2:1. According to section formula, you can find the value of D. Also by using midpoint formula, you can find the value of D. When you are going to using midpoint formula, you have to take these coordinates. Now D is going to divide CB, not AB. When you take AB, then you are going to use section formula. But when you take C and B, now in C and B, D is midpoint formula. Okay, D is the midpoint of CB. So I write here, let D divides CB in the ratio 1:1. Now D is going to divide CB in the ratio 1:1. And you know, when the ratio are same, then we use midpoint formula. Let D divide CB in the ratio 1:1. Therefore, coordinates of D by midpoint formula. Now, midpoint formula is x equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, and for y, y1 plus y2 by 2. This formula is known as midpoint formula. Now, in this question, this is your x1 and this is your x2. So, this becomes 2 minus 2. 2 minus 2 upon 2. How much? 0 upon something. And you know that 0 upon something is 0. So, the coordinates of D become 0. First point is there. Now, I want to find the value of y. Now, in y, formula is y1 plus y2. This is your y1 and this is your y2. So, right here, y equal to minus 5 by 3 and minus 3 upon 2. See, this is your y1 and this is your y2. This 2 I write here. Clear? Now, I take LCM. What is the LCM of 3 and 1? 3. 3 is cancelled with 3. Write here minus 5. Now, 3 3s are 9 and upon 2. So, this become minus minus plus minus 40 by 3 into 2. 2 7s are 14. So, value of y become minus 7 by 3. Right here y equal to minus 7 by 3. So, coordinates of D is complete. This become 0 and 7, 3. Now, the coordinates of C is 2 and minus 5 by 3. And the coordinates of D is 0 and minus 7 by 3. This is your answer. Okay? I hope it is clear now. Now we are going to start question number 3. Okay. Now see, in question number 3, what is given? To conduct sports day activity in your rectangular shaped ground. See, this is your rectangular shaped ground. A, B, C, D is your ground. Okay. This shape is in the form of rectangle. Lines have been drawn with the chalk powder. These lines are going to be drawn with the chalk powder. 100 flower pots have been placed at the distance of AD. Each is 1 meter down. Now, this is the AD. In this AD, it is given that how many flower pots are there? 100 flower pots are there. It means distance between A and D is going to be 100. Is it clear? And each flower pot is at the distance of 1 meter. After that, as shown in the figure, Niharika runs 1/4. Niharika is going to run. Okay, Niharika and Preet, two students are there. They are going to run in the ground. Niharika runs 1/4 of the distance AD. Niharika runs in second line and she covers 1/4 of this distance. It means Niharika is going to cover 1/4 of AD. AD is given. It means Niharika is going to cover how many distance? 4 2 is 8, 4 5 is 20. So Niharika is going to cover distance 25. Distance AD. AD become 25. It means this axis is known as y axis and this axis is known as x axis. So coordinates of n become, see, this is your x value 2 and this is going to be represented by y value. So the coordinates of n become 2 and 5. Is it clear? Now see, next Preet runs 1/5 of the distance AD in the 8th line. Preet is going to run in the 8th line and she is going to cover distance 1/5 of AD. AD is given. It means she is going to cover distance 20 on y axis. The coordinates of Preet become on x axis because she is going to run on the 8th line. So value of x become 8. She is going to cover 20 of distance AD. So this is the value of y. So the coordinates of n become 2 and 25. Coordinates of p become 8 and 20. Is it okay? Now see, what is given? She is going to post flags. Both are going to post flags. Now, question is, what is the distance between the both the flags? See, I want to check the distance between these two flags. Okay, I want to check the distance between these two flags. Means distance between these 2 points. 2 points are N and P. I want to check the distance between N and P. Means I want to check this distance by using distance formula. Okay, you know what is distance formula? What is distance formula? Distance formula is x2 minus x1 and its square, y2 minus y1 its square. This formula is known as distance formula. Using this distance formula, I want to check the distance between both the flags. Okay. Now this is your x2 and this is your x1. So this becomes 8 minus 2 and its square. What is the value of y2? 20. Right here 20 minus 25 and its square and its square root. Now 8 minus 2 is 6. Right here 6. 20 minus 25 become minus 5 and its square. Square of 6 is 36. Square of minus is plus. Square of 5 is 25. So this become 6 plus 5 11. So this becomes root 61. So the distance between both the flags is going to be root 61. This is the answer of first part. Okay, see, what is the distance between both the flags? This is the answer of first part. Now see second part, what is given? If Rashmi has to post a blue flag exactly halfway between two flags, these two flags are given, Rashmi is going to run in the halfway of both the flags. Halfway means mid of the point. So Rashmi is going to run in the mid of the point, mid of both the flags. Means distance from left to right is going to be same. If the distance between left to right is going to same, suppose 2:2 or 3:3, it means R become midpoint of NP. It is given. Rashmi has to post blue flag exactly halfway. Halfway means mid. Rashmi is going to post her flag in the mid of both the flags. Okay, so this point becomes the midpoint of NP. Is it clear? So I am going to use midpoint formula to find the coordinates of R. Okay, so right here, let R be the midpoint of NP. N and P. Now I want to find the coordinates of R by which formula? Using midpoint formula. Right here. Therefore, coordinates of R by midpoint formula, and midpoint formula is x equal to x1 plus x2 by 2 and y equal to y1 plus y2 by 2. Now what is x1? x1 is 2. What is x2? x2 is 8. So right here 2 plus 8 upon 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 by 2 is 5. So Rashmi is going to run in the fifth line. Okay, x means fifth line is she is going to run. Now how many distance she is going to cover? So y1 is 21, y2 is 20. So right here 25 plus 20. 25 plus 20 upon 2 become 45 by 2. 45 by 2 you know 22.5. It means Rashmi is going to run in the fifth line and she is going to post her flag at the distance of 22.5 meter of AD. This is the answer of this question. I hope it is clear now. Now we are going to start question number 4. See what is given. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points, 2 points are given, is divided by -1 and 6. Now the point which is going to divide the given segment, coordinates of that point is given. In this question we are going to check in what ratio they are going to divide. Okay, now see, this is the line segment, -3 10, 6 minus 8. Suppose this is your A and this is your B. So this become line segment. Okay. Now this line segment is divided by another point. See, the coordinates of that point is given. In this question we are going to check in what ratio this point is going to divide AB. Okay. Whenever you are going to find the ratio, so you have to suppose that the ratio will be K ratio 1. Okay. Whenever you are going to find the ratio, so remember this. You are going to take K ratio 1. Let C divides AB in the ratio K ratio 1. So I want to find the value of K ratio 1 from this question. Okay. So right here, let C divides AB in the ratio K ratio 1. Now ratio is different, and you know that when the ratio are different, then we are going to use which formula? Section formula. If the ratio is same, then we are going to use midpoint formula. Since in this question ratio are different, so I want to use section formula. So I write here, therefore coordinates of C by section formula. Okay, and you know that what is section formula? X equal to M1 X2 M2 X1 upon M1 plus M2. This formula is known as section formula. Now this is your M1 M2, this is your X1 Y1, this is your X2 Y2, and this is your X and Y. Okay. Now in this question value of X is given. See, value of X is -1. Right here -1. Now M1 X2, this is your M1 and this is your X2. So K into 6 becomes 6K. After that plus sign is there, plus, right, plus M2 X1. This is your M2 and this is your X1. Now 1 into -3 become -3. So right here -3 upon M1 plus M2. This is your M1 and this is your M2. So this become K plus 1. Now taking cross multiply, I want to take cross multiply. When I am going to multiply this denominator by -1, so this become minus into K. -1 into K become minus K. -1 into 1 become -1. Equal to, when I want to multiply 6K by 6K minus 3 by 1, this is going to remain same. Now separate constant term. This is K, this 6K become negative. When he is going to change the sign, -3 is already there, -1 become +1. Now minus plus minus, so this become -2. Again minus minus plus, so this become -7K. Minus is cancelled minus, so value of K become 2 by 7. Can I write 1 in the denominator of K? So K by 1 is known as K ratio 1 and 2 by 7 known as 2 ratio 7. Now the K ratio 1 become 2 ratio 7. So the given point C is going to divide AB segment in the ratio 2 ratio 7. So answer is C divides AB in the ratio 2:7. This is your answer. Okay, it's very simple. You have to identify which formula you are going to use, whether it is midpoint formula or section formula. Remember one thing, whenever you are going to find the coordinates are going to find only with using two formula. One is section formula, another is midpoint formula. Okay, but in this question you are going to find ratio. For ratio, since the ratio are different, so I am going to use section formula. Okay. Now we are going to start question number 5. Find the ratio in which, again we are going to find the ratio. And you know, when ratio is required, what do you suppose? K ratio 1. Okay? Find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points. Again one line segment is given. This is your A and this is your B. Coordinates of A is 1 minus 5. Coordinates of B is minus 4, 5. Now this line segment is divided by x-axis. Now x-axis is going to divide this line segment. Suppose this is your x-axis. Okay, this x-axis is going to divide this line segment AB. Okay, as you know, when we are going to take coordinates on x-axis, the coordinates of on x-axis is known as x and 0. Because on x-axis we are going to take the value of x and y becomes 0. So I write here x and 0. Okay. When this line is going to divide this line segment AB in what ratio? We are going to suppose K ratio 1. Okay. When this line L is going to divide this line segment AB in the ratio K ratio 1, then the coordinates of this point become x and 0. Because this line is x-axis. On x-axis we can take value of x and the value of y become 0. And you know that x-axis means y equal to 0. So you have to take y 0 on this line. So coordinates become x and 0. Okay. If this line will be y-axis, then the coordinates become 0 and y, not y and 0. Okay. On y-axis we are going to take the value of y. So y lies here, not here. So coordinates of y-axis become 0 and y. But this is your x-axis. On x-axis coordinates become x0. I hope it is clear now. Now see. Now the ratio are different. When ratio are different, then we are going to use which formula? Section formula. So I write here let line L. I take line L. Line L divides AB at C, and the coordinates of C I suppose x and 0. So write here x and 0. Let line L divides AB. This line is going to divide this line segment AB at C. The coordinates of C become x and 0. At C in the ratio. In the ratio. Ratio is K ratio 1. Since the ratio are different, so I want to use section formula to find the coordinates of this point. Okay. So right here, therefore, coordinates of C by which formula? Section formula. So I want to find the value of x. So finding the value of x formula is m1 x2 m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2. So m1 is k. K into minus 4 become minus 4k. 1 into 1 become 1 upon m1 plus m2 means k plus 1. So value of x become minus 4k plus 1 k plus 1. Okay. Leave this here. Take it number 1. Now I want to check the value of y. To finding the value of y, formula is m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. Now m1 is k and y2 is 5. So k into 5 become 5k. After that m2 y1. So this is your m2 and this is your y1. 1 into minus 5 become minus 5 upon m1 plus m2 means k plus 1. Now in this value of y is given. Value of y is 0. So I write 0 equal to 5k minus 5 upon k plus 1. Now take cross multiply. When I take cross multiply, k plus 1 is going to multiply by 0. And you know that 0 into something is 0. So this complete term becomes 0. What is left? 5k minus 5. So 5k minus 5 is equal to 5k equal to 5. 5 is cancelled with 5. So k become 1. So value of k become 1. Now this can be written as a upon 1 equal to 1 by 1. Yes or no? Denominator both the terms are 1. Okay, so I write 1 on both the denominator. Now this become k ratio 1 and 1 ratio 1. So this point C going to divide AB in the ratio k ratio 1. But in this question we are going to find the coordinates of the division also. This point C is going to divide this line segment. So I want to find the coordinates of C. For this I want to check the value of x. Now value of k become 1. I want to put the value of k in this equation. Okay. So this equation come to -4, value of k is 1. So I want to substitute the value of k here. Right here 1 and 1 here also. So this become -4 plus 1 upon 1 plus 1 is 2. So this become -3 by 2. The coordinates of x become -3 by 2. Okay, so the point which going to divide C, the coordinates of that point is -3 by 2 and 0. These are the coordinates which is going to divide the given line segment. Okay, and the ratio is k ratio 1. K ratio 1 equal to 1 ratio 1. It means this line L going to divide AB in the ratio 1 ratio 1, and the coordinate of division which is going to divide AB is -3 by 2 and 0. This is your answer. Okay. Now we are going to start question number 6. See what is given in this question. If 1, 2, 4y, x6 and 3, 5 are the verses of a parallelogram, taken in order, find the value of x and y. Okay, one parallelogram is given. So draw the figure of one parallelogram. Suppose this is your parallelogram. A, B, C and D. Coordinates of A is given 1, 2. Coordinates of B is given 4y, and coordinates of C is given x6, and coordinates of D is also given 3, 5. In this question we are going to find the value of x and y. Okay. Whenever we are going to find the value of x and y, we are going to use only two formulas. One formula is section formula, another formula is mid formula. In between these two formulas, we are going to use one formula. Now we are going to check which formula I am going to use to solve this question. Okay. Now, as you know, this is the diagonal and this is the second diagonal. We know that diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. It means OA and OC both are equal. If OA and OC both are equal, it means O is midpoint of AC. Okay. In the same way, OB and OD are equal. If these two sides are equal, then O is also midpoint of BD. So I am going to start my question. So we know that diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. Okay, diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. If they are going to bisect, it means both the parts are equal. When both the parts are equal, it means we are going to use section formula. Okay, so I write here, let O be the midpoint of AC. I take AC first. Suppose O is midpoint of AC. If O is midpoint of AC, then the coordinates of O by which formula? Midpoint formula. So therefore, coordinates of O by midpoint formula. What is midpoint formula? X equal to x1 plus x2 by 2 and y equal to y1 plus y2 by 2. This formula is known as midpoint formula. So x and y is the coordinates of O. So I write here x equal to, now what is x1? x1 is 1 and x2 is x. So I write here x plus x upon 2. Okay. Now value of y equal to y1 plus y2. 2 plus 6 upon 2. Okay. Now these are the coordinates of O. I write here, these are the coordinates of O. So this become 8 by 2. 8 by 2 means O. So coordinates of O become 1 plus x by 2 and this is the coordinates of O. Now I take O as a midpoint of BD. Okay, so I write here. Also, O is midpoint of BD. If O is the midpoint of BD, then I have to find the coordinates of O by using these two coordinates, B and D. Okay. Also, O is the midpoint of BD. Therefore, coordinates of O by using midpoint formula. Okay. Now, midpoint formula is x equal to x1 plus x2 by 2 and y equal to y1 plus y2 by 2. Now in this, what is x1? 4. What is x2? 3 upon 2. So this becomes 7 by 2. And the value of y become y1 plus y2 upon 2. These are coordinates of again O. So I write here O 7 by 2 and y plus 5 by 2. Now these two are coordinates of O and these are also coordinates of O. Now what is the next step? Next step is equating the coordinates of O. I want to equate the coordinates of. This is the value of x and this is the value of y. Also this is the value of x and this is the value of, since the point is same. So I want to equating the coefficients. So next step is right here equating the coordinates of O. Now this is the value of x. So this value of x is equal to this one 1 plus x by 2 and this is the value of y plus 5 by 2 which is equal to 4. I write here 4. Okay, now see this LCM is cancelled LCM. Now 1 plus x equal to 7. The value of x become 6. This is your first answer. Now 2 4 is 8. I take cross multiply. What is left? Y plus 5. The value of y become 8 minus 5 is 3. The value of x become 6 and value of y become 3. This is the answer. Okay. By using simple midpoint formula, it become very simple. Okay. You have to identify which formula we are going to use. Whenever you are going to find the value of coordinates, means value of x, y or any coordinates, you are going to use only two formulas, section formula or midpoint formula. Now, looking the question, you have to decide whether it is going to use midpoint formula or section formula. In this question, diagonals are going to bisect. Bisect means these two parts are equal. If these parts are equal, then which means we are going to use midpoint formula. Okay, I hope it is clear now. Now we are going to start question number 7. See what is given. Find the coordinates of a point A. Again, I am going to find the coordinates of point A. It means I am going to use either section formula or midpoint formula. Okay. Now, where AB is the diameter of the circle. So draw one circle first. Suppose this is your circle and this is your diameter. Diameter, a line passing through the center of the circle is known as diameter. This is known as largest chord also. Okay. Now, whose center is this one? Center point is given 2 minus 3. Coordinates of its center is given 2 minus 3. And the coordinates of B is given 1 and 4. Okay. In this question, we are going to find the coordinates of A. I suppose let the coordinates of A be A and B. Let coordinates of A be A and B. It means I want to find the value of A and B. Okay. Now see. Now this is your center and this is your circumference. So this line is known as radius. Center to circumference distance is known as radius. Similarly, from left center to circumference, this is known as radius. Now see, ratio becomes same. When ratio becomes same, you know which formula you want to use. Midpoint formula. If ratio is different, then we use section formula. Simple rule is there. Okay. Now the ratio are same. R ratio R. It means R is cancelled with R. What is that? 1 ratio 1. Now it means O is midpoint of AB. So right here, since O is midpoint of AB, therefore coordinates of O by which formula? Midpoint formula. By midpoint formula. Okay. As you know, what is midpoint formula? X equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, y equal to y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay, this was known as midpoint formula. Now value of x is given. This is value of x. This is your x and y, and this is your x1 y1, and second point is known as coordinates of second point known as x2 by 2. Okay, now the value of x is 2. Right here 2. x1 become a. What is the value of x2? 1. Right here 1 upon 2. Now I write 1 here. Now taking cross multiply, this become a plus 1 equal to 4. So value of a become 3. 4 minus 1 equal to 3. Okay. Now I want to solve second part. In y, value of y is already given. So right here minus 3. What is y1? This is your y1. y1 become b. Right here b. After that positive sign is there. What is the value of y2? y2 is 4. Right here 4 upon 2. Now I take cross multiply, so this become minus 6 equal to b plus 4. When I take this 4 from right to left, so this become negative. So value of b become minus 6 minus 4, which is equal to minus 10. So value of b is minus 10. So value of the coordinates of a become a is 3 and the value of b is minus 10. So coordinates of a of the given question become 3 and minus 10. Okay, I hope it is clear now. Now we are going to solve question number 8. See what is given. If A and B are points respectively, find the coordinates of point P such that AP equal to 3 by 7 AB and P lies on line segment AB. So first I am going to draw the line segment AB. Suppose this is your line segment AB. Coordinates of A is given minus 2 minus 2, and the coordinates of B is also given, which is 2 minus 4. Now this P point going to lie on the line segment AB. So I write here P. Okay. Now in this question we are going to find the coordinates of P. I am going to find the coordinates of P. Whenever we are going to find the coordinates of P or A, which formula we can use? Only two formulas are there. Either we are going to use section formula or midpoint formula. Now we are going to decide which formula we are going to use. Okay. Now in this question what is given? AP equal to 3 by 7 AB. When I take AB from right to left, so it is going to divide AP. So this become 3 by 7. Okay. Now see, AP become 3. I write here 3. AP is your 3 and AB is your 7. This complete line segment AB, it is given 7. If this is 3 and this complete is 7, so 7 minus 3, what is left? 4 is left. So it means this P is going to divide AB in the ratio 3:2. Okay. Since the ratio are different, so I want to use which formula? Section formula. Okay. So right here, let P divides AB in the ratio 3:4. Okay. Therefore, coordinates of P by section formula. Now, section formula you know, M1 x2, M2 x1 upon M1 plus M2. Now, what is M1? This is your M1 and this is your M2. So M1 become 3. 3 into 2, 6. 4 into minus 2, minus 8 upon 3 plus 4. So this become minus 2 by 7. The coordinates of P become minus 2, 7. Okay, I have to find the value of y. Finding the value of y formula is M1 y2, M2 y1 upon M1 plus M2. Now M1 is 3. 3 into minus 4, minus 12. And 4 into minus 2, minus 8 upon M1 plus M2 means 3 plus 4. So this become minus 20 by 7. The value of y become minus 20 by 7. Right here minus 20 by 7. So the coordinates of P become minus 2 by 7 and minus 20 by 7. This is your answer. I hope it is clear. Now we are going to solve question number 9. See what is given. Find the coordinates. Again coordinates is there. It means I want to use either section formula or midpoint formula. Okay. Of the points which divides the line segment. One line segment is given. Suppose this is your line segment AB. Coordinates of A is -2 and 2, and coordinates of B is given 2 and 8. Now this line segment AB is going to divide 4 equal parts. It is written here, 4 equal parts. Suppose this C, D and E, these 3 points make 4 equal parts of the line segment AB. See, this is 1, this is 1, this is 1 and this is 1. 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4. How many parts are there? 4 parts are there. You are going to divide these 3 points, make the given line segment in 4 equal parts. Okay? So, I write here let C, D and E divides AB in 4 equal parts. Now, these parts are equal. Okay. Now, what is question? We are going to find the coordinates of those points which are going to divide this line segment in 4 parts. So, points are C, D and E. It means we are going to find the coordinates of C, D and E. This is your question. Okay. I am going to start this question from finding the coordinates of D. First, I am going to find the coordinates of D. Okay. Now, see. In the left of D, how many points are there? 2. In the right of D, how many points are there? 1 and 1, 2. 2 parts are there. In the left, 2 parts. In the right, 2 parts. It means this D is going to divide AB in the ratio 2:2. Since ratio is same, therefore D is midpoint of AB. Is it clear? Since the ratio is same, 2:2, same ratio, or 1:1, same ratio, or if it is 2:3, then it is different. When the ratio are different, then we are going to use section 1. But in this case, in the left, how many parts are there? 2. In the right, how many parts are there? 2. So this B is going to divide this complete length AB in the ratio 2:2. Since the ratio is same, so therefore coordinates of B I want to use by which formula? Midpoint formula. So right here, let D divides AB in the ratio 2:2. Therefore, coordinates of D by which formula? Midpoint formula. Okay, what is midpoint formula? x1 plus x2 by 2. Value of y becomes y1 plus y2 by 2. Now, what is x1? x1 is -2. Right here -2. And x2 is 2. So this becomes 0 by 2. 0 by 2 is 0. So the coordinates of D become 0. Now for y, I write here y1. What is the value of y1? 2. What is the value of y2? 8. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 by 2 is 5. So the coordinates of D become 0 and 5. In the same way, we can find the value of coordinates of C and D. How? See, I want to find the value of coordinates of C. How? In the left, how many parts are there? 1. In the right, how many parts are there? 1. So C is midpoint of AD. Using midpoint formula, between A and D, you can find the coordinates of C. In the same way, see, in the right of E, how many parts are there? 1. In the left, how many parts are there? 1. So this is going to divide this E divide DE in the ratio 1:1. Since the ratio is same, so therefore A is midpoint of DB. So using the midpoint formula, you are going to find the coordinates of E, and again using midpoint formula, you are going to find the value of coordinates of C. C is midpoint of AD, not AB. Okay, C is midpoint of AD, and similarly E is midpoint of DB. 1:1 is there. So using midpoint formula, you can solve the remaining parts of this question. Okay, you are going to find the coordinates of C and E. I want to leave for you. It's your practice. Okay. Now we are going to solve last question of this exercise 7.2, which is question number 10. Find the area of rhombus if its vertices are given and taken in order. We are going to take in order. Suppose this is your rhombus. So the coordinates is starting with A, B, C and D. Coordinates of A is given 3, 0. And coordinates of B is 4, 5. Coordinates of C is -1, 4. And the coordinates of D is given -2, -4. Okay, 3 0 4 5 minus 1 4 and minus 2 minus 1. Now in this question we are going to find the area of rhombus. How we find the area of rhombus? Okay, so write here area of rhombus. So finding the area of rhombus formula is 1 by 2 d1 into d2. I have to use this formula. Diagonal number 1 and diagonal number 2. First I want to find the length of diagonal 1. This is your first diagonal. Okay, so write here AC. AC means d1, diagonal number 1. How you find the length of AC? By using distance formula. You know what is distance formula? x2 minus x1, so minus minus plus, y2 minus y1 and its square. This formula is known as distance formula. Now 3 plus 1 is 4 square. This becomes minus 4 square and its square root. Square of 4 is 16. Square of minus is plus and square of 4 is 16. So 16 plus 16 becomes 32. Now make the factors of 32. So I can write 4 into 4 into 2. 4 4 is 16, 16 2 is 32. This pair is completed, so I can write 4 root 2. So value of AC become 4 root. This is your first diagonal. I want to write the value of D1. D1 become 4 root 2. Write here 4 root 2. I want to find the second diagonal. Second diagonal is DB or BD. So write here DB. DB equal to D2. D2 means second diagonal. So I want to again use distance formula. So x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1. So this is minus, so minus minus become plus. Now 4 plus 2 is 6 square. 5 plus 1 again 6 square. 6 square is 36. 6 square is 36. 36 plus 36 become root 72. Okay. So 72 can be written as what? 6 into 6 into 2. Now this pair is completed, so this becomes 6 root 2. Okay. Now this is your second diagonal. I am to write here second diagonal 6 root 2. Now see, 1 by 2 going to remain same, 4 going to remain same, 6 going to remain same, root 2 into root 2 become 2. Now 2 is cancelled with 2, so 6 for the 24 square unit. 24 square unit is the area of this rhombus. Okay, I am to use which formula? 1 by 2 d1 into d2. This is the formula finding the area of rhombus. Diagonal means this is your first diagonal, AC, length of AC. I am to use, I find this by using this formula. Again second length BD is known as diagonal number 2. Again using this formula I am to find the value of second diagonal, which is 6 root 2. After finding the value of d1 and d2 I am to substitute the value of the given formula. 4 into 6 remains same, root 2 into root 2 become 2, this 2 is going to cancel, so what is left? 6 4 24. This is your answer. Okay.